What is it that makes one real estate company more successful than the others? Is there some kind of secret out there? One of the advantages that our organization has benefited from over the past 30 plus years is the opportunity to work with many very successful real estate companies. We get a chance to see how they work and gain some pretty interesting insights as to the reasons for their continued success. Now here's some of the firms that you probably know because they're renowned for their leadership in the marketplace. Now this is just a few of the organizations that we've worked with over the past 30 years. But I think you get the idea, is that the organizations that we are fortunate enough to have associated ourselves with are very, very successful and have continued long-term success in their marketplaces. Many of these real estate firms really are long-term success stories, and their continued success tells us that they're doing something right. So what do they know? Well, I think they realize that doing the same thing over and over again is the purest form of insanity, and of course a recipe for failure. Each and every successful real estate company is in a constant state of change, and their leaders understand that change only happens when they decide to challenge the status quo and look for new opportunities for success. This video presentation highlights a few of the simple ideas that we've seen our customers incorporate into their operations that can have a significant impact on your organization's future success. This strategy asks the question, where would my revenues be today if my firm had implemented this strategy 5 years ago? You can kind of answer this at the end. Now this strategy is based upon the kind of known fact that most real estate firms will have agent turnover. Now some companies will have more agents leave than others, but all real estate organizations, no matter what, will have agents leave over time. Let's face it, not everybody who joins the real estate industry will actually become very successful at it. It's a tough business, and for those who are not equipped with the ability to handle the many ups and downs of self-employed commission sales, it can be a real tough slug. The question is, what happens to all of those buyers and sellers who were clients of departing sales agents? Now, if the agent stays in the business and simply moves on to another brokerage, then the clients usually go with them. That's fine, and many brokers feel that those clients are actually owned by the sales agents. No problem here. Kind of a hands-off policy. However, there's many agents who are so financially beaten up that they just simply leave the business altogether and find another more secure form of employment. So the question again is, what happens to all those buyers and sellers that are left orphaned because the agent left the business? How can they factor into a new strategy that can significantly and positively impact future revenues for your company? Now let's keep in mind that the sales agent was using your company's image and your related services. In many cases, the client remembers your company name, enjoyed the experience in dealing with your firm, and in all likelihood would probably do business with your organization again, even if the original agent left the business. So let's review some of the research and see how the numbers kind of all work out if your organization decided to adopt this modern strategy in your organization. Now, we all know that every real estate firm has its own unique set of circumstances and statistics, so for the purposes of presenting this strategy, we'll make some conservative assumptions to discover how this modern approach can create a new revenue opportunity for your company. All right, here's our somewhat conservative assumptions. Let's take a modest-sized real estate brokerage with, let's say, 100 agents. Let's assume that this firm can produce 100 real estate transactions per year. And that's kind of going to work out to about 6 sides per agent per year. Now, the average sale price we're going to just assume is around $200,000, with the typical commission being 2.5% for each side of the sale, whether it's listing or selling. On average, over the next 5 years, somewhere around 25% of your agents will leave your firm, and many will probably leave the business too. That means of the 600 transactions produced by your sales staff, 150 clients could be orphaned. Now let's stay on the conservative side and assume that the 75 clients will be orphaned. That's roughly 12.5% of the 600 sides per year. Again, we're trying to be reasonable, so I hope this sounds reasonable so far. Okay, let's review this again. Let's kind of make sure you're keeping up. 50% of the 75 orphan clients, or 37% of potential buyers and sellers, would use your firm again to buy or sell a home if you were to implement the strategy. The 37 repeat business clients would be considered as referral business when given to an existing sales agent, and your firm would have an off-the-top referral fee of roughly 25%. Again, it could be more. A quick calculation would mean that regardless of the sales agent's compensation plan, the company would earn an additional $1,250 in referral fees before any other commission calculation was performed. That referral fee of 25% is pure gold in company profits. So let's see what would happen, kind of the end result, if you will, per year when you do a little planning and create a new strategy to achieve your own company goals. All right, we established this $200,000 sale price, 2.5%, $5,000 in commission for each side. 25% would be an off-the-top referral, which works out to $1,250 per side. Let's take those 37 orphan clients returning to your business because you implemented this new strategy. The total, $46,250. Now we're going to show you how we're going to do this shortly. $46,250. Remember, this is based upon a firm size of 100 agents with an annual transaction count of 600 sides. You're going to have to make some appropriate adjustments to fit your own firm size. Okay, what's the new modern strategy that can start cranking out more profits for your firm? By simply creating a stay-in-touch program for your agents that reminds the buyers and the sellers that your agents and your organization are grateful for their business. So if your agents stay a part of your team, they will benefit from a simple stay-in-touch program because past buyers and sellers will be reminded of how much they were appreciated and how much your agents and your organization want them back should they ever want to buy or sell a home in the future. But if the agents go AWOL and leave your firm, especially if they leave the real estate industry altogether, those orphaned clients are now golden nuggets that you can mine for future revenue opportunities. Okay, here's the how-to. First, you have to change your thinking. Remember that expression about insanity. Remember, agents are poor strategists, and our research shows that most agents' brains are not wired to think long-term, and most have no structured stay-in-touch program that maintains a relationship with past clients. So they're losing money, and so is your firm. So creating a system for helping them with this very important strategy will be a welcome addition to the many other services you're already providing. Again, we get it. If they stay in the business, stay with your firm, that the clients are theirs, and you respect their ownership of those clients. But again, if they leave the organization, and especially if they leave the business altogether, then those clients are now yours. The next step in the strategy is to make some simple adjustments to your data collection processes. You will need to implement a new data collection standard to ensure that buyer and seller contact information are accurately entered into your administrative systems. Now this is very simple. Just their proper name and email addresses, all that is required for the strategy to work. You'll need to use the latest technology to automate the Stay in Touch program. This cannot be managed manually if it's going to be successful. Here's the great news. Once you put all the pieces in place, the rest is easy to maintain with minimum effort on your part. It's really pretty easy to create and maintain a Stay in Touch program with all the new technologies that are out there. Most are very reasonable in cost, some are even free. This simple strategy can stop your firm from flushing thousands of dollars of profit down the toilet. And let's not forget, those past buyers and sellers may even refer a friend, family member, or a business associate to your firm if you stay in touch. What do you think the numbers would be if just one past client referred one, maybe two people to your firm every 1 or 2 years? All it takes is a little forward vision to see the benefits of this basic business strategy. Remember that question in the beginning, where would my revenues be today if my firm had implemented this strategy 5 years ago? Probably up, huh? This next strategy is all about taking advantage of the data you have already collected. It's time to start mining all of that data for the riches that it holds. One of the many challenges within a real estate brokerage is the tremendous amount of data that flows through the organization throughout the year. And it isn't really surprising when one considers all the forms and all the data that is collected within a brokerage, even in just one transaction. Our research, when we work with brokerage firms of all sizes, shows that most broker owners or their executive team have a difficult time knowing where to find the key performance indicators that can have a major impact on future strategies. So how can we mine for those valuable pieces of data and the mountains of information stored somewhere in your systems? The answer is that you kind of have to know what it is for, what you're looking for in the first place. So we're going to take an example. This example will review your recruiting policies and how the right data can have a major impact on future recruiting practices. Unfortunately, we've witnessed too many brokerage firms hire new agents with an approach that is kind of haphazard at best. Our suggestion has a more structured method that greatly increases the chances of hiring the right agents that fit your company goals. The first step would be to use your historical data that's just sitting in your administrative system, ready to reveal the secrets about your past recruiting performance. Out of all the information that you have tucked away about your agents and their past performance, there's this one thing that really should kind of stand out from the crowd. Regardless of their effort and their actual sales made and closed, the only thing you really want to know is, do they add profit to your company? Or are they an asset, or are they a pain in the asset? The answer requires you or members of your executive team to really analyze all of the data that will actually determine if your agent is moving you towards your goals of higher profits or in fact just getting in your way. This task can be more challenging for some than others. It may require you to look at your information in new ways to really get the facts you needed. We've seen many of our organizations that we've worked with hire outside organizations like Compensation Master to dig through all of the data to figure out what's really happening. Now here's some pitfalls that we kind of see when you're trying to get data out of your current system. The first one is that your current administration system is just too old and doesn't have the necessary tools to sift through the piles of data that you really want to get at. Another one is that we see historical data is locked away in some proprietary database file or software system that prevents you from having unlimited access to your own data. We also see an executive team missing key pieces of information that could have a major mathematical impact on the final results. All of the numbers have to be reviewed, including all expenses, management salaries, including yours as the broker owner, administrating costs, everything. When doing the analysis, everything must reflect real-world costs. Here's some examples of how real estate executives actually miss vital data in their analysis when calculating expenses. They covertly hide these expenses with the belief that, well, they don't really count. Here's the first example. If they own the building the brokerage operates in, they do not compute the real cost of occupying that space. This is a real no-no for profitability purposes in the analysis of real-world expenses. The cost of occupancy should be set at market value leasing rates. Here's another example. If the broker owner is managing their company and selling real estate at the same time, they don't often consider the market value salary they would have to pay for a full-time manager. This is another no-no. Once again, to establish real cost, you have to consider real-world expenses, and that includes salaries. As a matter of interest, our research has shown that many firms would actually be in the red if they properly included all of the costs of running their brokerage. So if you're really interested in knowing if your company is really profitable, don't miss those important costs that could be misleading you into believing that you're profitable when you're actually not. The ultimate goal here is to know for a certainty which agents are profitable in helping you grow your business and which ones are not. And this is just not possible unless you take an objective look at all revenues and all expenses for each and every agent. But once you know what it takes for one agent to be profitable, you're well on your way to creating a recruiting strategy that will take your organization to whole new heights. You'll be able to target just the right agents that will fit your overall profit strategy. You'll realize that having one or two super agents is pretty good for company image and perhaps even motivating other agents. But when it comes to providing them, if you're giving them the whole store too high percentages in their commission plans, chances are they're not actually contributing to your bottom line. They might even be costing your firm money to have them there. Your recruiting policy will take a balanced approach that fits your overall profit strategy. You look for agents with different strengths so that you can put the pieces together to kind of create a blended mix that meets your goals. So let's wrap up and let's kind of review exactly what the strategy means to you. It requires you to take an honest look at your organization and determine what the true profitability really is. The analysis will illustrate which agents fit your specific profitability goals and which ones are really not making the grade. Your new recruiting strategy will balance your agent team to ensure that the right mix of agents provide the profitability you're seeking. By knowing your agent's profitability target number, every agent in your company will be super agents. Because every agent, regardless of their performance level, will be constantly contributing to your overall profitability strategy. Now, this strategy does take some extra time and some extra effort, but the work will be well worth the results when you do this correctly. You might need some outside help, even from an outside consultant, to kind of put all the pieces together. Have an objective view, if you will. You might have to do some upgrading. Technology can play a major role in making sure that this strategy can not only work for you, but continues to work for you in the years ahead. Remember the wisdom given to us by Albert Einstein. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used that created the problems in the first place. The new world of real estate is attracting and managing leads. There are three parts to this strategy. The first one is you must have an automated lead management system to maximize your investment in all of your lead generation activities. Second, your firm must take full control and manage all leads that your marketing initiatives create. Agents cannot be the captain of this ship. Third, your automated lead management system must connect to your sales and commission management system for a seamless data integration solution. If your lead management and sales commission systems are not properly tied together, then this weak link can cost your firm a bundle. The challenge every real estate organization has when it comes to lead management is the time between the first initial contact and when the buyer or seller is actually ready to make their move. Leads could incubate for months or longer before they mature to a revenue opportunity. Agents can have selective memory loss and forget to notify administrative departments that a recent sale was a result of a lead that were given months ago, maybe longer. And with off-the-top company lead referral fees of 25, 30, 35% or more, the loss of revenue to your organization can be substantial, even if only a few sales are involved each month. All of the successful companies that we've had the privilege to serve, one thing they understood is not to lose the money that they've really rightfully earned. So this strategy is very clear. Use modern technology to ensure that every lead is being properly managed through the incubation period and make sure your off-the-top and referral fees are collected at the time of the sale. Smart firms realize the value of investing in the proper technologies to ensure profits do not escape through administrative loopholes. Sure, there might be an investment to make, but let's look at the alternative. Let's use a very conservative example. Let's say we have a typical sale price of $200,000, and we have a commission of 2.5% or $5,000 for whether it be the listing or the selling side, and the referral fee is 25%, or $1,250. If just 2 sales are missed per month that slip through due to inadequate matching of leads to sales, that can equal to $2,500 or $30,000 per year. That's $150,000 in a 5-year period. You can do the math in your own company. Just another key to success that is used by many of the major players in the real estate industry. What are the real costs of running your administrative department? This strategy is one of those simple ideas that just smacks you in the side of the head and says, "What the heck was I thinking?" Recent changes in the regulatory guidelines now allows real estate brokers to charge an admin fee to cover their administrative costs that are above and beyond the commission paid to the broker for the sale of the property. So now that this cat's out of the bag, how do we take advantage of this new change? It's really quite simple. We have to do some math. What's a reasonable fee that you can charge buyers and sellers to cover some, or maybe even all, of your administrative costs? Let's assume after careful analysis you determine that an administrative fee of $250 would be a pretty reasonable amount to levy on every side of sale that your company is involved with. Of course, paid by buyers and paid by sellers. Based upon your company's performance, what does this extra revenue do to your bottom line? It could be thousands of dollars that go directly to profitability. Now, it will depend upon the size of your organization and, of course, the number of transactions your company produces, but this additional revenue can have a substantial impact on your company. Now, a change like this will require you to do some brainstorming on your part. You're going to be able to do some research, and you're going to have to answer some questions like, are other brokers in my marketplace charging an admin fee? And if not, what impact will this have on my company's position in the marketplace if I start charging one? How long will it take before this admin fee will be considered normal in my marketplace? In other words, other brokers will start doing it too. Will the potential loss of sales, especially the profitability, be made up by the new fees that we're charging? How will my agents feel about this new fee? Should I share the new revenue with my agents to ensure they're on board with this new strategy? Are there automated software solutions available to make this new administrative task simple to manage and easy to perform? Ultimately, in the bottom line, is that only you can answer these questions. But consider this. Smart, successful real estate companies become that way by creating new trends and not by following others. And oh, by the way, kind of an important point, most of the firms that have hired us over the years, and to the best of our knowledge, all charge an admin fee on each and every sale. This next strategy asks the question, what's happening? One of the many challenges of running a real estate brokerage is knowing exactly what's happening in your organization, especially when the information is coming at you from all directions. Another real challenge for many broker owners is the way they're kind of wired. Here's what we mean. A broker owner's marketing and sales knowledge and experience is the reason for their success in business. They're great at creating and executing marketing and sales initiatives. But when it comes to the daily grind of managing the paperwork or reviewing financial reports, many would rather just go to the dentist. Therefore, broker owners, and of course their management team who would fit this category, must add new weapons to their arsenal of skills and talents to grow their business and achieve the success that they're working so hard for. And one of those new weapons is the ability to dig deep into their company's data to find the hidden secrets that can make a real difference between success and failure. Making money is certainly an important activity for any business, but making profits is really the key to achieving long-term success. The people behind successful firms understand the importance of knowing everything about their company. They realize the importance of having the right tools available to them to analyze every detail of their business. No item is too small or too insignificant to overlook. New ideas and solutions are born from knowledge, and the best way to gain that knowledge is through business intelligent reporting. Unlocking the information stored in your own files can reveal amazing facts about what's working, what's not working, and how you can improve. So another great strategy that all successful companies use is knowing and not guessing about what's really happening in their business. One more point about business intelligent reporting, kind of important. Your entire management and sales team also require regular updates on what's going on as it relates to their responsibilities in the company. Old data is garbage data, so getting the key reports to the right people on time is not only important, but it's a huge undertaking as well. So how do successful companies ensure that the volumes of information their team needs gets to them on time? They implement automated solutions to reduce costs and ensure that everybody is kept informed. This strategy asks the question, who's hot and who's not? Now this topic might scare the heck out of some real estate owners. It's because we're going to start talking about agent compensation plans. The thing is, if you're not reviewing and checking out your agent compensation plans on a regular basis, chances are you're being robbed of profits to your organization. Analyzing all of your compensation plans for every agent in your organization is the only way you can manage the risk of losing valuable profits. Now, this task doesn't have to be quite as impossible as it may appear on the surface. But smart real estate firms understand that as the marketplace changes, so must their compensation plans. Sometimes just a little tweaking can make a huge difference on net company dollar revenues. But there's one thing we know for sure. If you do not know the profitability for each and every agent on your sales team, chances are you're losing money. The right technology can sift through your transactions and provide instant and up-to-date information that will illustrate where adjustments are required. Again, knowing is better than guessing. Each compensation plan should ensure that your organization is actually making a profit from those agents who've been assigned to those particular plans. Here are some simple ideas to consider. Know your break-even point. In other words, you should know the exact cost for each and every agent in your company, and when the revenue that they create transforms from cost to profit. You have to decide how much profit you really want or need. You're in the business to earn a profit, and knowing the amount or the percentage that you're looking for allows you to incorporate it into your compensation plans. Adjust the break-even amount each year. Your costs of operations are usually going up each year. Compensation plans need to be adjusted annually to take these increases into account. Consider a more profitable compensation plan when you're bringing new agents into the company. Making changes to an existing agent's compensation plan can sometimes be tricky. However, new recruits are unaware of the old plans, so create new ones that will create a win-win for your company and the new agent. Increase the commission rate, but pass on variable expenses. Expenses that vary, especially those that go up, can kill profitability in a heartbeat. So pass variable expenses onto your agents. This can allow you to actually raise the commission rates on their plans. Put a limit on everything affecting profitability. Compensation plans need to have rollback dates and limits. Commission anniversary dates should be reset each year to reflect the agent's prior year performance. And free services that may not seem like much, but they can really add up. What are you giving away in services that you can no longer afford? Here's an example. Direct deposit is much cheaper than writing commission checks, considering charging a fee if a sales associate wants a physical check. If you provide advances on pending commissions, consider charging an interest fee, even a processing fee, for these transactions. If your organization has associate receivables for items that the company pays on behalf of your agents, consider charging interest and even late fees. Free is not free to your company. In many cases, a free item can lead to even more freebies, and this has a potential of really lowering profitability. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You're running a business. Sure, you're in the people business, and being nice and keeping your troops happy is important, but so is staying in business. Work out a balance that creates a win-win strategy and scenario for both you and your agents. Because profitability starts by having a target to shoot for and making the appropriate plans that will reflect your goals. Sure, change can be scary, but remember that old Albert Einstein saying about insanity. The most successful companies make newer technology a cornerstone of their strategy for continued success. Learn, study, discover, explore, and always move forward. Don't be a victim of change. Far too many firms fail because they fell behind the ever-changing world of real estate. Changes can be scary, but successful leadership requires broker owners to overcome their fears and take action when action is required. Knowledge is the power and the key to understanding. It removes the blindfold that could be inhibiting your company's rise to success. Successful leaders never stop searching for good ideas, and they question everything all the time. They look for solutions that create opportunities that will fit within the plan that they have for their success. They are constantly digging for the next new thing that will propel their firm to greater heights. They stay informed to make sure they understand the value of the new ideas, the new trends, and the new technology. When working with the top U.S. firms over the past 30-plus years, it's been our experience that their executive teams are always working together. They're constantly brainstorming for new strategies for success. There's no doubt that technology can play a major role in your organization's climb to the top. Ultimately, your ace up the sleeve is knowing the value of what works and what doesn't. Only by staying educated and up to date can you ensure that you have the upper hand. We trust this video presentation has provided some insights as to how the top real estate firms in the marketplace became the leaders that they are today. If you'd like more information about success strategies that you can employ in your organization, our technology team is at your service. We can deliver a wide range of custom services that are affordable, reliable, and proven. Our technology team thanks you very much for taking time to view this video, and we trust that we can be of service to your organization in the near future. Here's a little bit about our company and some of the services that we provide. Lantrax is a well-established IT service provider specializing in the real estate brokerage industry. In 1998, Lantrax became the exclusive U.S. provider for Profit Power. Lantrax is also part of the BizTrax development group. And Lantrax also provides leading-edge solutions for relocation and lead management. In addition to offering the best-of-class software solutions, Lantrax also provides on-site implementation, training, and project management resources. Highly secured hosting services for real estate-related software solutions, and customized solutions to fit customer technology requirements. On our software solution side, Profit Power is the leading back-office solution for sophisticated real estate organizations with highly complex demands. Profit Power provides a highly customized solution. Profit Power is the #1 choice among the largest firms in the U.S. With over 30 years of experience, Profit Power is the only solution for multi-company, multi-branch organizations. LeadTrax is an advanced lead management solution capable of handling multi-lead sources. LeadTrax provides a cost-effective method of enhancing your lead generation investment. LeadTrax is a proven solution used by many of the top real estate firms in the U.S. BizTrax is a cloud-based back-office solution specifically developed for brokerages with modest demands. BizTrax is an extremely affordable solution that can fit just about any budget. BizTrax provides the ultimate in remote access and reporting. BizTrax is very easy to learn, easy to run, and is a breakthrough solution for smaller brokerage operations. For more information on any of our products and services, we certainly invite you to contact us. And again, thank you so very much for watching our video.